Alright guys, today we have the GE washer that I fixed the bearing in. It's been working great, but I have a problem. This is the model number here. I got a problem when I close the door and I hit start. Usually it'll lock the door, it'll unlock and then lock, and then the cycle will start. But as you can see, it's not locking. And then I'll get this error, watch. Oh, it did lock. Is it gonna relock? Alright, so there's your error. It's gonna try to lock the door, it can't lock the door, and you're gonna get this flashing light. The remedy that I came up with, which is bootleg, is you gotta kind of hold the door really hard and hold it upwards. You gotta do that a few times and then eventually it'll work. But I'm gonna show you how to actually fix it. So, Brian, take the camera. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is get under here. You're going to have to find that little spring. You have to pry that spring out. We'll take our seal, safety, whatever you want to call it, clamp. Now this thing is kind of weird. You kind of got to unhook this. So you got to kind of pull in like a weird way, or otherwise, because it kind of hangs on this lip. Actually it popped out right here. So I got lucky. But yeah, you see this little lip? This thing gets tucked behind there. Once you get one side started, you could just go right around and get it right out of your way. I don't think it's going to stay like that, but whatever. So you're going to take out these two screws here. I'm going to turn the power off. And then this switch right here, you're going to unplug these. So you got to push these tabs down. Unplug that one. And then there's one tab on the black one. Alright. So we can actually take this apart. Alternatively, if you don't want to fix it, you can just buy a new one. I don't know how much they are, and I don't have time or money right now to do that. Alright, so the way this thing works is, you see right here, I can push this a little bit. So the way this thing is shaped is it knows when this is in, because it's going to be bumped out a little bit like this. And then when it does the lock part, it'll push this thing really, really far so that this hook will get stuck on this plastic, so you can't open the door. The problem is, from using it forever, it gets worn out. So there's a tab here, a tab here. I feel like there was more than that. Oh yeah, there's a tab right inside of here. I think that's it. I think there's 3 tabs. So you're gonna have to kind of use a knife or whatever you want to use and unlatch them. Be careful not to break them. It's just plastic. It's very brittle. Once you get them all disconnected, you should be able to just pull this right apart.
Should I pause it?
Because I need to see how to open it. So you might have to stick something in there so they don't keep reconnecting on you, the way it was doing to me. I think I got it. Yep. Alright, so when you open it, see, I'm opening it upside down. Make sure it's the white side up. You'll see all the pieces in here now. And we got this piece. That's not supposed to be there. Alright. Alright, so now that we have this all back together the way it's supposed to be, so this is supposed to go, oh, okay. Pay attention. Make sure what I'm looking at is on screen. Alright, so you're going to want this piece rides on this piece of plastic. So what you're going to do is when it goes like that, just a little bit, these two contacts touch here, which tells the door, you know, it tells it that the door is closed. When the lock engages, which will be here, I think I could do it with this. I don't know if I could do it with that or not. When the lock engages, these two should touch. So anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to take this out, and you're going to take a brush, and you're going to shine up that contact, and the same thing with the contacts for the plug. Now we're nice and shiny. Take this one out, do the same. And you're going to want to do like where the pads touch. You can see, I don't know if you can see, there's like a little black dot. That's carbon. You're going to want to get rid of that black dot. That's going to give you a nice, good connection. Same thing with here. Just do them one at a time so you don't mix them up. See, it's nice and shiny now. Alrighty, so make sure when you're putting it back together, in case this came out, this piece here, which actually, we're actually going to take that out. Because I want to clean the contacts on this as well. You got your little pin. Of course my drill died. These don't look that bad, so we'll just say screw it, because my battery died. But make sure this is nice and free. Like there's nothing, don't put any grease in here. It's supposed to just fall out like that. Just make sure it's clean, it's not jammed. And then this part, it has to go directly in there like that. So it's kind of tricky to get back in. But it should be right in there like that. So make sure these flat spots are facing each other. At least on this side, they face to the right. On that side, they face to the left. And then you can give these a little bend to make them fit tighter if you want to. Why isn't this one going in? So yeah, as you can see, this will be in a locked position. So all of them will be touching. And then when this goes to the open position, they'll all be open. So this is your first stage, like that. That tells the machine the door is closed. And that's your second stage, which tells the machine to lock. So for some reason this isn't fitting right though. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so that's your first stage and your second stage. Alright, so it should be good to go. And then to put it back in, you know, make sure all these things are in the right spots. Otherwise you'll jam up the mechanism. And then just carefully line all this back up. Make sure all your clips are clipped. And now you've rebuilt your switch. So what we'll do is we'll hook up the black wire. And the white wire. And then this, the guts face inward. So this big part will be right here. So you're just going to put it right back. You're going to hold it with your hand in place. And then before you put your ring back on, which I'll show you in a second, make sure you test it. Alright, so after I put it all back together, I still got the air. So I think it's this button here. So there's a wire right here. You're gonna unplug it. It just pulls, there's no safety tab. And then in here, on the left side, there's a tab. You're gonna push the tab in, and it's gonna come out kind of like that. So it has a lip that sticks there, and then a tab here. So I have a feeling this is our culprit here. This is openable, same way as the other one. Has the little tabs. So we're gonna try to open this. The same way. There's a tab right in the back here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that one. Okay. Let's see what we got. There's gonna be a spring. Oop. Okay, there's a spring right there. It gets stuck onto this post. So let's see how this works. This closes. Alright, so if you look right here, see if you turn the light on it. It looks like when you push this in, this is going to touch that. So that's making the connection right there. And it kind of looks a little bent. So, let's see if we can get this apart. I'm gonna have to grab some pliers. Press pause. So the first one I'm gonna pull out is gonna be the one that actually tells the door it's closed. So we'll try to pull this one out. And I don't have my drill because it's dead. So I'm just going to use a wire brush and shine up this contact. I'm going to pull them out one at a time so I don't forget. Alright, so we'll do this. This is the second one. And it goes like that. So let's pull out the first one. This one goes like that. Let's clean off this terminal. That one went like that. So just like this. Now we have the third terminal, which looks like it holds this whole entire section together. Yes, it does. Hopefully this doesn't fall apart. Okay, that's kind of all connected. Okay, so shine this up. And then we'll, ooh, I popped it off. Make sure we get this one really good. Alright, so that one goes like that. And then I want to make sure we kind of bend it just a little bit more. Now let's make sure everything lines back up. So this piece gets dropped in here. Alright, so we got to take this piece off. It looks to me like that has to fit inside of there. So I think I have to take this off first. Oh, actually it just moves right out of the way if you take the pin out of there. So then we could just drop this back in, right back into place. Then we have the second one. And then we should be able to flick this. Flick this up. Alright. Put this back in like that. And then we'll put this one. Hopefully I didn't bend it too much. Let's see. So we're connected here while it's open. I don't really like how that is. I feel like this needs to be bent a little flatter. Like that. Now I got grease all over it. So instead of scraping that, I'm going to wipe that one with some alcohol. Stupid thing. We'll wipe both of these with alcohol. We gotta put this back in, it fell out. Freaking dog here. I think this is backwards. I think it goes like that. Yeah. Okay. Where is that? A tiny one? Right here. I'll wipe this one. And this one. Make sure we get a nice, good connection there. Then we'll test it. Why isn't this going in? push down. That's connecting. This one is not connecting. Why not? I think I put it together wrong. What the heck? Okay. What did I do wrong here? That looks. Try that. Alright, I think that should be good. So, let me just double check. It's hitting both sides. So we'll put the spring in like that. Maybe give it a little stretch because it's old. And push it up, over. Make sure you line up all of your clips. And that should be it. It should work perfectly fine. Well, you got to put this in like this. And then just plug it back in blindly, because you can't see. Alright, now let's test it. We'll just do this for now. I don't feel like putting the whole thing back on in case it doesn't work. Door locked. Testing. Unlocked. Relocked. We'll open it. We'll close it like a granny now, where we barely close it. See? Door locked. unlocked. Should relock and start. Alright. So that's it. You can alternatively just buy these two switches. I don't want to. Now we're not gonna fix them. Why spend money if I don't have to? So yeah, thanks for watching.